steroids.
I'm just kidding. There's nothing in here. Before I get down to business, let me start by saying that I am not a scientist. So always remember to check your sources. I do not intend to offend or accuse anybody of anything. It might come off that way, but that's not what I'm doing. I don't want to piss anybody off, trust me. My hair is just not doing what I want it to do today. This is just gonna be a quick little opinion piece, but I also want to pose everybody who's watching a question. Is creatine cheating? Clearly the focus for this video is aimed at creatine supplementing, but the idea behind the video could actually be applied to supplements in general. But I chose to focus on creatine because it's arguably one of the more popular supplements out there next to whey protein. And it's also arguably the most controversial supplement out there. Now, why exactly would creatine be cheating? Well, let's start at the bottom. Creatine is a naturally occurring chemical in the body. And you can also get it from certain meats. Beef is probably one of the bigger suppliers of creatine in nature. But even still, you're not going to get very much from beef. That's why we have the supplement. So there's that, right? Creatine is natural, therefore the supplement is natural. Well, I don't know. I guess it's partially true, except for the powder, the creatine supplement. That's synthetic. That was made in a laboratory. Surprise, surprise. And then let's look at the benefits of creatine. To put things in simple terms, creatine supplementing will improve athletic performance. That's the biggie when considering creatine supplementing, is that. So let's take two people who work out. Same intensity, whatever. I'm not going to get too technical with it, but one takes creatine, the other doesn't. And that one who takes creatine gets better results than the one who doesn't. Fishy, right? Okay, so reluctantly, what I'm sort of trying to get at is creatine supplementing could be seen as a tame and socially accepted kind of steroid. What? What did he just say? Did he just say that? Hear me out, hear me out. Just hear me out. Anabolic steroids essentially imitate testosterone, which is a naturally occurring hormone in both men and women. And the same thing sort of goes for creatine, except creatine isn't testosterone, obviously. So when we isolate it, I don't know, we can't get creatine or testosterone in these huge amounts like we want them, so we isolate them so that we can get more of it and, you know, reap the benefits. Toying with nature, you know, that sort of thing. God, my hair is just not... Now again, I'm not a scientist. I can't even say that creatine is all that effective. I've never used it, and I don't know too many people who have used it. If you take somebody who uses creatine, you take them off that creatine, will they lose some of their gains? I don't know. I stopped using whey protein maybe 4 months ago, and I haven't noticed any negative changes in my body. So maybe it's kind of a big jump going, you know, comparing steroids and creatine. But if you really step back and think about it, it's kind of the same idea. It makes sense. They're both synthetic and manufactured by people in lab coats, and they both improve athletic performance. And I don't want people to think that I'm saying that somebody who uses a performance enhancer is not worthy of respect at all, because I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. Not trying to get at that. I'll use good old Arnold Schwarzenegger for my example. I have a great deal of respect for this man. But back in his day, he juiced. He used the roids. But still, he serves as a great inspiration for me. Why? Because he's a very hardworking man, a very determined man, with exhilarating drive and an indomitable will, and a cool backstory. And he's made some cool movies, too. Yeah, cool guy. You can't go and juice, and then go grab a bag of potato chips, and sit on the couch, and watch people pump iron, and expect to get results. Doesn't work that way. You gotta put something in. You will only get what you put into it. I think that's how the saying goes. I don't really know. So I hope I haven't offended anyone or made anybody too mad at least. But I would like to hear some feedback. Hear what everybody thinks. You know, leave something in the comments for or against creatine. I'm open to anything. I'm just, you know, I'm learning too. I'm curious. You know, that's why I made this video. It's sort of an opinion piece, but I want somebody to reach out and maybe say something that I missed, something that I didn't know about. So yeah, leave comments, even make a video response. That could be fun. Or don't. That's cool too. This is just my 2 cents. Have a groovy night.